Hold up. Did Shakira actually drop the bomb that Rayface Bambi's man is the real baby daddy? Woo, honey, this isn't just drama. This is a full-blown telenovela on turbo. Let's hit rewind on this chaos. First, Lil Scrappy steps up asking for a DNA test. The results land, and boom, he's not the father. Cue internet meltdown, suspicions swirl around player X, while Shakira stays tight-lipped. It's like a live-action whodunit straight out of a reality show. Everyone's pointing. Fingers like detectives in heels. But just when it felt like this scandal had hit peak chaos, Shakira crumbles, right there on camera. Scrappy, fired up and fuming, confronts her in front of everyone. Emotions detonate. And then, boom. She spills. It's Rayface, mic drop, apocalypse. Triggered. You heard it. Rayface, the same man cozying up in Bambi's bed, is officially the father. This isn't just a betrayal. It's betrayal layered like a wedding cake of destruction. Careers on the line, reputations in free fall. And trust me, fam, what comes next? You're not ready. That DNA test? Yeah, that was just the trailer. The real film is rolling now. And baby, everyone's skeletons are about to go public. You thought it ended when Lil Scrappy took that test. Huh? Thought the drama climaxed when those results screamed he wasn't the dad? Oh no, love. That was just the teaser. What came next? It's the kind of jaw-dropping twist that nukes entire reality TV empires, burns bridges to ash, and sends reputations into oblivion. Welcome to Chapter 3, the wildest, most chaotic episode love and hip-hop has ever unleashed. And this time, the villain isn't the one you had pegged. Let's take it back for a second. Lil Scrappy was already shattered, publicly humiliated. He stood there, heart in pieces, reading those DNA results like his soul just left his body. He wasn't the father. And the woman he once imagined a future with? She'd been living a lie, hiding truths that cut deeper than betrayal. And the child he had already opened his heart to? Not his. That truth hit like a blade, sharp and unforgiving. But what stung even more was the silence. Shakira didn't argue. She didn't defend herself. Not a single tear, not even a flicker of regret. Just a hollow stillness, blank, frozen. And that silence? It screamed louder than any denial ever could. Some fans wondered, was it guilt? Was she paralyzed by shock? Or was it something darker? Or maybe, just maybe, she was concealing something even darker. Days bled into nights, and Scrappy, he spiraled. Meanwhile, Mama D took to social media like a force of nature, going live twice a day, dragging Shakira's name through the mud, on every platform that'd give her a mic. The insults? Too raw for YouTube without a heavy warning. Fans were torn in half. The gossip mills were on overdrive, as blogs went wild with wild theories and wild accusations. Some speculated player, X was the father. Others whispered Shakira had an affair with a crew member, but no one could predict what was about to unfold. That was until that night, that taping. The backstage cameras were off, but the producers were still rolling. Scrappy and Shakira, face to face, tension thick in the air, and then it happened. Scrappy snapped. If I ain't the daddy, then who the hell is Shakira? The room went deathly silent. You could hear the weight of a pin dropping. Shakira froze, her lip trembling, eyes glistening with unshed tears. And after weeks of suffocating silence, betrayal, and endless gossip, she cracked. Her voice barely rose above a whisper, but the words she uttered, it hit like a bombshell. It's Rayface. Boom. The internet? Dead. Twitter? Imploded. Blogs were left scrambling, trying to make sense of the chaos. Rayface. Rayface. The same Rayface who, wait for it, Bambi's current boyfriend. The very same Rayface who'd only stepped into the spotlight months ago, portraying himself as the new positive energy in Bambi's world. The guy who flooded his feed with motivational quotes, acting like he was the poster child for good vibes. Selfies with Bambi's kids, acting like the world's greatest stepdad. That Rayface? Yep, the same one. Scrappy stood frozen, eyes wide, hands trembling. The man was speechless, completely shattered. You could see the exact moment his heart cracked open on camera. And Bambi? She hadn't even shown up yet. She found out the same way we all did, through the chaos that erupted in real time. A blog post, followed by a viral video with 10 million views in just 3 hours. That's how wild this mess got. And you know what? The deeper we dug, the more tangled it became. Anonymous production sources began spilling the tea like water gushing from a broken dam. Rumor had it that Shakira and Rayface had been more than just acquaintances during production. Word on the street was Rayface had been visiting her trailer a little too often. They said Shakira would vanish right after filming, only to magically show up at the same hotel Rayface was staying at. A coincidence? Not in this world, honey. The receipts? They started pouring in, one by one, including a leaked voice note where Shakira confided, "He makes me feel seen, not controlled like Scrappy." Blurry photo surfaces showing Shakira and Rayface sitting way too close at an off-camera cast dinner. Then, a hotel lobby sighting in Atlanta. DMs between them leak, filled with whispers about how nobody needs to know. But wait, it gets juicier. Even Rayface's own barber jumped in, spilling the tea to a gossip blog. He claimed he overheard Rayface talking about taking care of something that definitely wasn't Bambi's business. Y'all, when the barber speaks, it hits different. And Mama D? She set her Instagram on fire. Full glam, wine glass in hand, shouting straight into the camera, that woman was a snake. Fans flooded the comments with flame emojis. Everyone started flipping sides. Even those who backed Shakira after. The DNA results couldn't back her now. And here's the kicker. Rayface and Scrappy were cool. Not best friends, but tight enough that this crossed every single line. He was at Scrappy's parties. He hugged Mama D. He ate at the same damn table. And now? Now he's the reason that table is flipped over and set on fire for the whole world to see. And Bambi? Bambi went radio silent. No stories, no posts. Just deleted photos and unfollowed accounts. A digital breakup. Silent, but devastating. And then, as if the chaos wasn't enough, Shakira tossed more fuel on the fire. She posted a raw confession. Video. No glitz, no glam. Just her in a hoodie, makeup-free, her face swollen from crying. "I never meant to hurt anyone," she whispered, voice shaky. "I didn't plan for this, but I can't lie anymore," she said, voice trembling. "Rayface, he's the father. I was scared. I didn't know how to tell Scrappy. I didn't know how to tell Bambi, but it's true. That's it." She said it. No excuses, no spin, just the raw, ugly truth. And the fans? They lost it. Some wept, some cheered, but most were just left stunned, shaken to their core. Comments flooded in by the second. Memes exploded across timelines. TikToks reenacted the entire confession. Podcasts scrambled to drop emergency episodes. It was like Bianca had dropped a surprise album. This wasn't just another reality TV moment. This was a cultural event, a betrayal so deep it felt like a punch to the gut. Scrappy's heartbreak, Bambi's humiliation, Shakira's regret, Rayface's reputation. Obliterated. And you know what? This is just the beginning. Because what comes next? It's ugly. More receipts are on the way. Rayface isn't staying silent, not anymore. And Bambi? Oh, let's just say the queen's about to make her move. If you thought Shakira's confession was the peak of this disaster, boss, you haven't seen anything yet. The moment she dropped Rayface's name, the floodgates didn't just open, they crashed down. The internet didn't react, it exploded. Let's get one thing straight. This wasn't just a messy love triangle. No, this was a betrayal quadrilateral, and everybody in it got dragged. Scrappy humiliated, Bambi blindsided, Rayface exposed, Shakira canceled and crying. And the fans? Oh, they had their popcorn ready because the receipts came in faster than Bambi could delete photos from her Instagram. Let's break it down with the timeline. According to anonymous production sources, yeah, the ones who love to spill the tea through burner accounts. Shakira and Rayface had been involved long before the baby news dropped. Text messages, dating back 8 months before the pregnancy announcement, showed flirty DMs and what one source described as emotionally inappropriate. FaceTimes. And it gets worse, those FaceTimes, allegedly happening while Shakira was still living with Scrappy. Yep, the same house where Mama D used to show up unannounced, pie in hand. The betrayal? biblical. But this wasn't just gossip and hearsay. Oh no, it was time for hard evidence. A screen-recorded video went viral, showing Shakira and Rayface in a car, singing along to some old R&B slow jam, hands way too close for comfort. Definitely not just friends. The clip, posted anonymously with the caption, "He been the daddy, y'all just late." But that wasn't even the bombshell. The real twist came next, an elite hotel invoice for room 509. 2 guests, booked under Rayface's real name. 3 nights, paid in cash. And the date? 2 weeks before Shakira told Scrappy she was heading off on a solo wellness retreat. Baby, that wasn't wellness. That was pure scandal. Within hours, Rayface's name was trending for all the wrong reasons. Fans started dragging him left and right. One savage post read, "Rayface out here dropping off more than him dropping babies behind Bambi's back." And Bambi? Her silence was chilling. No words, no denials, just action. She unfollowed Rayface, erased every trace of him from her Instagram, pictures, highlights, all gone. Then she posted a single cryptic story, a black screen with the words, "God don't." It was the love and hip-hop apocalypse. Hashtags like Dar Rayface revealed and Dar Shakira snitch were trending for days. One meme had Rayface's face photoshopped onto Deemore's body with the caption, "You are the father." But let's talk about Rayface's response, or rather his attempt at one. He went live too. Dark room, hoodie pulled low, the tension thick in the air. Rayface tried to control the damage, but his effort came off weak. "Look, man, I ain't perfect. Things got complicated. I ain't gonna lie, mistakes were made. But don't let the internet twist what really went down." The comments? Brutal. Fans weren't having it. One viewer typed, "Boy, if you don't get off this live and go apologize to Bambi and Scrappy." Another one shot back, "Complicated? You were in her trailer more than the cameras were." But just when it seemed like it couldn't get worse, it did. A voice note leaked. It was Shakira, speaking to a close friend. You could hear the tremble in her voice, the tears. "It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I didn't mean to hurt Scrappy. I didn't want to destroy Bambi's trust, but Rayface, he made me feel safe. I thought he'd step up. I thought he'd take responsibility." Boom. That was all the fans needed. Suddenly, the story wasn't just about infidelity. It was about manipulation, deceit, and cowardice. Fans turned on Rayface like piranhas in a feeding frenzy. The blood-filled. Water drew in every content creator. Podcasts dropped hour-long breakdowns. YouTubers reacted live, their faces lit up with disbelief. Even the gossip pages, usually content with staying in the shadows, couldn't resist. Nah, this is too juicy to skip. Meanwhile, the producers behind the show were sweating bullets. Sponsors bailed. Advertisers hesitated. The network's inbox was flooded with outraged messages demanding answers. Fans were divided, some demanding Shakira's exit from the show, while others called for the raw, uncut version of the drama to air. One fan tweeted, "Y'all better not edit this out. This is the most real reality TV we've seen in years. And what about Bambi?" Well, Bambi finally made her statement. She posted a full glam shot of herself in a fiery red dress. The caption reading, "Some people seek closure. I just want peace and a better taste in men." The internet lost it. The comments flooded with support, and former cast members jumped in too. Erica Dixon shared a simple, "Girl, same." Carly Red dropped a flame emoji, while Sierra Gates reposted it with a "Yas Queen." Bambi had officially won the internet. Bambi turned the tables, flipping the narrative from heartbroken victim to unshakable boss. From blindsided to totally in control. But let's be honest, the damage was done. Scrappy was still reeling from the betrayal. Rayface was in full meltdown mode, and Shakira, socially crucified. As for Bambi, sure, she walked away from Rayface, but she didn't just leave him. She walked away with the internet's undying respect. And just when you thought it couldn't get more complicated, here comes the legal storm. Scrappy, having signed that birth certificate, is still legally listed as the father. Translation? He's on the hook for child support. Yep, you heard it right. Child support for a baby that isn't even his. Rumor has it, his legal team is already gearing up to file a motion to reverse paternity, claiming fraud. This mess, it's only just begun. Here comes the plot twist. Another name is surfacing, one that could shake this entire house of cards to the ground. Rumors are swirling, and it's the kind of secret that could pull in even more people, maybe even someone you didn't expect. This isn't just about betrayal anymore. It's about taking down everyone involved. The final bombshell is still ticking, and when it drops, well, you better believe it'll make everything else look like child's play. Buckle up, because what's coming next? It's the kind of drama you only see in movies, not reality shows. Stay tuned, fam. Shakira posted a confession video, no fancy lighting, just her in a hoodie, makeup-free, eyes swollen from crying. "I never meant to hurt anyone," she said. "Rayface is the father. I was scared to tell Scrappy. Scared to tell Bambi, but it's the truth." No denial, just the raw, ugly truth. Fans went wild. Memes, TikToks, podcasts, everyone was talking. Scrappy's heartbreak, Bambi's humiliation, Rayface's exposed lies, and Shakira's shame were now the talk of the town. This could be the scandal that ends Shakira's public life for good. Let's rewind. Scrappy's legal team officially filed to remove his name from the baby's birth certificate, citing emotional fraud and intentional deception. The filing hit the blogs within minutes. TMZ, The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, everyone had screenshots. Scrappy's lawyers claimed Shakira knowingly lied about the child's paternity, causing emotional and reputational harm, and manipulated him into signing legal documents under false pretenses. Boom. That's fraud. If a judge agrees, Shakira could face serious consequences, even criminal charges. Meanwhile, Rayface tried saving face with a selfie. Growth is painful, but truth is freeing. Fans weren't having it. One wrote, "Truth ain't freeing when you lied into someone else's family." Bambi showed up solo at a red carpet event, smirking when asked about Rayface and Shakira. "Karma is punctual," she said, walking away. Then, DMs leaked from Shakira's old account, not just with Rayface, but with a married music producer known for mentoring young talent. She had something going on with him behind the scenes, a source claimed. Everyone knew, but no one spoke up because he had real power in Atlanta. Then it dropped. Security footage, blurry but clear enough. Late night in a hotel lobby, a man, allegedly the married producer, meets Shakira at the elevator. She's in a hoodie and sunglasses. He pulls her in for a hug, and they head up together, alone. The date on the footage? 2 weeks before the Rayface. Hotel receipt. Same timeline, same pregnancy window. Fans started asking, what if even Shakira doesn't know who the real father is? What if Rayface was just a name to avoid a bigger scandal with a married industry heavyweight? Scrappy went, "Live again, no yelling, no tears, just calm. You ever think you got played? Like really played? Like a lie that rewrites your whole life? That's what I'm living now." He didn't know who to be mad at anymore, her, Rayface, or himself for believing it. Fans reacted with heartbreak, launching a Justice for Scrappy campaign, demanding Shakira be fired. Producers were in chaos, but the network remained silent. Ratings were through the roof, but so was the risk. Sponsors were threatening to pull out, and executives were scrambling to clean up for next season. One producer said, "We can't air all this. It's a legal minefield, but we can't ignore it either." Meanwhile, Shakira went silent. No posts, no lives, no statements. And in the court of public opinion, silence equals guilt. Her loyal fan base turned on her, with even influencers deleting collaborations. Rayface tried one last move, posting a picture of himself with a Bible verse in the caption. "He who is without sin cast the first stone," Rayface posted, but fans weren't having it. Comments ripped into him. "Don't use Jesus to cover your trash." Another said, "The only stone we're throwing is at your career." Everyone took a hit except Bambi. She dropped a 10-minute YouTube video titled "My Side of the Story," where she calmly broke down the timeline, her relationship with Rayface, the pregnancy rumors, his denial, and how she discovered the truth online just like everyone else. Imagine loving someone, defending them, and then finding out on a gossip, blog they fathered a baby behind your back. Her tears were real. Her voice cracked, and the internet crowned her the queen of composure. The video hit 1 million views in a day, with support, sympathy, and applause flooding in. Celebrities reposted it, praising her maturity. But then came the final blow. Shakira resurfaced. Shakira resurfaced, but not with a statement. She brought a lawyer. On a morning show, she said, "I understand the pain I've caused. I'm not proud of it, but I want to make one thing clear. I did not deceive anyone intentionally. Yes, I made mistakes, but I'm not a villain. I'm a woman who was scared, confused, and hurt." Her lawyer added they were preparing a defamation suit against online personalities for distorting facts and endangering her safety. The backlash was immediate. Fans weren't buying it. Shakira was trying to play the victim after destroying half the cast's lives. One fan commented, "You caused a storm, and now you're mad it's raining." Deep down, everyone knew this was the end. Scrappy announced he was taking a break from filming to focus on healing. Rayface was practically exiled from the public. Bambi was on a glow-up tour, booked and busy. Shakira, radioactive with her future uncertain. The baby, caught in the mess of adult lies, legal battles, and viral headlines. The saddest part? While the internet loves a scandal, it forgets the fallout. So boss, what have we learned here? Loyalty is rare. Clout costs more than fame can afford. And when the truth finally comes out, it doesn't set people free. It sets everything on fire. Yet the whispers continue. Was the married producer really the father? Was Shakira covering up a bigger lie? If this scandal started with one DNA test, how many more secrets are hiding? One thing's for sure, this ain't over. It's just getting started. The confession wasn't just about Rayface, Scrappy getting played, or Bambi getting blindsided. This was a domino effect of betrayal. A twisted reality show within a reality show, and every single player got burned. Shakira confessed. Scrappy snapped. Rayface folded. Bambi rose. And somewhere in the middle of all this chaos, the truth slipped out like a scream in the night. Nobody was innocent. But here's the question we're leaving you with. Was Shakira telling the whole truth, or was Rayface just the scapegoat to cover up something darker? Was the married producer really involved? And who's protecting who in this circus of lies, love, and legacy? Because if this is what happens when one DNA test drops, imagine what happens when another name gets leaked. Imagine if there's a second test, another man, another cover-up. This isn't just drama, it's destruction. And the fallout isn't over. Not for Scrappy, not for Bambi, not for the child, and definitely not for Shakira. So now it's your turn. Sound off in the comments. Who do you think is really the father? Was Rayface guilty or just another pawn in Shakira's game? Is this a case of a woman caught in a lie or something way more calculated? Smash that like button if you think Scrappy deserves better. Drop a comment if you think this is just the beginning. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell because the next scandal? Oh, it's already boiling. This was messy. This was raw. And this was real fake news. Stay tuned, stay sharp. And remember, in this world, truth doesn't just hurt, it ruins careers. Cheers.